Hey everybody, it's AJ again. A little behind the scenes for you. Yet another one, 2018 Ski-Doo MXZ XRS. This is the 850. This is the fully featured, fully optioned, everything in it, everything available. Tunnel adjusts, KYB, compression and rebound adjustable shocks all the way around. This is pretty much got everything you can spec it out with on it. Pretty sweet sled. I mean, it looks great on snow. The colors are really solid. The kind of shiny gray with the black and yellow, pretty Ski-Doo colored. I like the spindles in the yellow, and the rails are in yellow. You can't see much because we're getting snowed on right now, and they're all covered up. But the rails are yellow, skis yellow, spindles yellow. It's a good looking sled. This thing, again, I tell you all the time that Ski-Doo does a good job at design, and they sure do. This is a really cool looking snowmobile. It's got the Pilot TS adjustable skis on it, which, you know, they're kind of they're sort of a love or hate type ski. Some people don't like them because you can only buy the carbides from Ski-Doo, but they do last for a while and they work. I mean, it's one of those things, you're not going to be adjusting the thing all the time. It's much like the tunnel adjusts. Tunnel adjusts are a cool feature. You're not back there cranking on them all the time. If the trail goes from really smooth to complete garbage in a day, sure, you're going to adjust a little bit. Maybe, you know, maybe a little bit on the spring, but probably your spring's going to stay pretty standard. You're going to do a little bit of compression adjustment, and that's probably about it. The Pilot TS up front is going to be very similar. Unless the trail changes huge, unless the weather warms up a lot, or something significant happens, like, you know, you get 500 people who've run that trail and all of a sudden it turns to marbles, you'll probably keep your ski adjusted very similarly throughout the day. But if something does go completely away, or say you ride from a region, you know, you're putting on 300-400 miles in a day, you're really going for it, and you ride from an area that's got deep snow that was just groomed, and maybe you're riding into an area that's had very few people, it got iced up, and it's a lot harder well, crank those carbides down a little bit and voila, you know, now you've got better traction up front and you're going through the corners. Ski-Doos really don't have too much issue with front end bite, we've found. They're probably the heaviest steering of all snowmobiles because of that weight bias up front. There's a lot of weight over top of the skis. Everything's very rider forwards to the most degree that you can be when it comes to a snowmobile. And so we find them to have a little bit heavier steering than everything else. But if you find it to be too heavy, well, pop the carbides up a little bit, and then a lot of that can change. This XRS has the adjustable handlebar riser, so this is kind of a cool little feature. It's sort of neat. You pull out on this little twist lock deal here, and when you pull it out, you can then, if I had two hands, or maybe I can do it with one, you can adjust the handlebars up and down wherever you want to put them there. I don't know, it's kind of nice because it gives you just a little bit of adjustment. You can't roll the handlebars in this adjuster, or wait, probably I'm a liar and you probably can't. No, the handlebars need to be adjusted with the two Torx heads if you want to change the degree of the angle of the bars. You can do that and move them forwards or back. There's a nice little kind of adjustment thing on there, the, you know, +3s and then down to -1 should you want to roll those bars a little bit. Again, it's got the digital with dual analog gauge, which works just fine. Little storage up front. Besides that, you're out of luck for storage. There's nothing else on this thing, so that's why Ski-Doo's put on this little kind of plastic cover on the back of the tank. If you remember on the free ride I showed you, it doesn't have this cover. It's just got the little threaded insert in the tank itself for this piece to mount onto. This has link adapters right here, and you can attach link stuff to that. You can attach link stuff on the tunnel because Ski-Doos all come with that as well, and put some storage on there. I don't know, part of me thinks that maybe more so than putting this plastic piece on the back, maybe these sleds should come with just like a nice little zippered bag on the back, or just a small little storage piece back there, because I think that would be a little bit nicer maybe, but whatever, it's all good. Say hi to the dog. That's one One of the camera guy's dogs hanging out here with me today, just chilling. Yeah, so anyways, there's not a whole lot of storage on sleds, but it really is there's much storage on any sleds nowadays. Hardly at all. Not really. We've kind of all demanded them to be minimalist and, you know, the least body work, the least windshields, which that's one thing on this sled that is just insanely small. There's nothing here. There really isn't anything there. I'm sure that does something at 100 miles an hour, but it ain't much. Does it look cool? Sure it does. Looks great. Ski-Doos are, honestly right now, Ski-Doo is so, they're pushing the design stuff so far, and there's so much cool stuff. I don't know if you realize just how many parts and pieces go into the front end of a Ski-Doo. The number of plastic pieces that make up the front end of this sled, it's got to be well over 30. Maybe it's like 50. It's crazy. Even down here on this front bumper where the X is and everything, all these little panels and pieces under here, all these little parts, they're just, I mean, it's so cool and so tidy, just so clean. The fit and finish it's insane. I mean, honestly, these guys they're pushing hard and they're doing a really good job when it comes to all of the design features. On the trail, we haven't test rode this vehicle yet. Mark's already been out on it and put some miles on, but we haven't done a full feature for SnowTrax yet. We may do that in just a little bit, but we're gonna put some miles on this girl this winter and see how it handles, how it works. Last year we've got some time on one of these and did do some riding on it, but we didn't do a test ride like I said, and we all really enjoyed it. It hauls the mail. Like honestly, this thing it's a rocket on the trails. You can corner to corner and straight line pretty much like nobody's business. I mean, is there any other sled out there that holds a candle to this? Well, I guess an Axis 800, that'd be a good shootout, wouldn't it? Shooting out an XCR Axis 800 against this thing and throwing a ZR 8000 with the new CTEC 2 motor in too. That'd be a pretty cool little big bore 800 shootout. I'd like to hear what you guys would like to see for shootouts this year. We've got one mountain shootout coming, and we've got an off-trail crossover shootout. Not an off-trail crossover, but the Switchback Assault versus the Renegade Backcountry X, because those are kind of the two newest in that category of trying to do both on-trail and off-trail the best. So let us know what you guys would like to see for more crossover shootouts, more short track shootouts, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, whatever you want to see. Give us a heads up, because we can do some of that stuff and even just do some walk around comparisons of a couple of vehicles. We've got lots of stuff on the ground here, and yeah, if you want something compared side by side, we've got pretty much a full lineup of XRSs here as well. We've got the Renegade, which I'm going to do a short video on in the next day or two as well, and so you'll see that coming out. But if you want any of our opinions or advice or anything like that on anything, we're happy to help. Just leave a comment in the section below and we'll do our best to do that. And as always, thank you very much for tuning in, for watching our YouTube stuff. We really appreciate all you YouTube folks who are watching and tuning in on your computers and your mobile devices. This is sort of turning into a bit of a new network for us, and we want to make sure that we're bringing you guys specific online videos that nobody else is getting. So just for you, which is what these walkarounds are, and we want to start doing more of this stuff. And it's cool because we like interacting with folks. Thanks for coming out to the shows, Novi and you know, Big East and Heydays. We love talking with everybody there. We always like talking. If you go on Facebook or on YouTube or Instagram, it's always us commenting and replying to stuff. So if you leave a comment below, every once in a while, if it's, you know, we'll sometimes come on and chirp people, or it's always one of us responding anyway. So you're not just getting some random person who we put in charge of that stuff. It's almost always us who are on there responding to comments, especially on Facebook and on YouTube. We like to hear everything you got to say. We really appreciate you tuning in and watching the show on our networks as well as on YouTube. So thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and continue tuning into our stuff. We'll be on network in the USA January 2nd, shortly thereafter in Canada, and then on January 9th, we're going to have all new pieces from episode 1 here on YouTube, and we'll be uploading those come January 9th. So we're excited for the 2017-2018 season. We hope you guys are too. We know that there's a lot of snow falling in a lot of areas that have needed it, and that's awesome. We're super thankful for that, and we just hope you guys have a great, safe winter. And once again, leave us some comments below. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and we'll try to do our best. So thanks for tuning in.